Ever feel like your texts are lost in translation, leaving your relationship in limbo? Here's how to flip the script. 1. Crafting the perfect opening message. How can your first text set the stage for a meaningful connection? Your first text is like the opening line of your favorite book. It sets the tone for everything that follows. Think of it as your personal hello, uniquely tailored to catch his interest. Start with something that reflects your personality, yet piques his curiosity. Mention a shared interest, a funny observation, or a thoughtful question related to a recent conversation or his interests. This isn't just any text. It's a bridge you're building towards a meaningful connection. Remember, the goal is to stand out in his sea of messages. Your opening text should be like a gentle tap on the shoulder, turning his attention towards you in a sea of digital noise. 2. Timing is everything. When is the best time to text to keep him thinking about you all day? Timing in texting is like the rhythm in music. It can make or break the harmony. Your texts should sync with his daily rhythm, creating anticipation, not interruption. The golden rule: avoid late-night texts as they can send the wrong message. Instead, aim for the bright spots of his day. Maybe a cheerful good morning or a midday check-in. This shows you're thinking of him without overwhelming him. Remember, the goal is to blend into the pleasant parts of his day, making your messages something he looks forward to. Think of your texts as a gentle nudge, a reminder that you're there, adding a spark to his routine. 3. The art of subtle flirting. What subtle texting techniques can make him crave more of your attention? Flirting in texts is like a dance. It's all about the rhythm and grace. Your goal is to be playful without being overbearing. Think of it as sprinkling a little bit of mystery and fun into your conversation. Start with light, teasing remarks or playful challenges that invite a response. Use subtle compliments that make him smile, not ones that scream for attention. Remember, it's about creating a playful banter that leaves him wanting more. The art lies in being suggestive, not direct. It's about hinting at possibilities, letting his imagination do the work. Your texts should be like a gentle tug on the strings of curiosity, making him eager to know more about you and what you're thinking. 4. Balancing emojis and words. How can you use emojis to add spice to your conversation without overdoing it? Emojis, they're the spices of the texting world, just like in cooking. The right amount can enhance the flavor, but too much can overwhelm the dish. Your texts should use emojis to convey emotions and add a playful tone, but they shouldn't replace words. Choose emojis that match the mood of your message and use them sparingly. Think of them as accents, not the main content. They're there to add a dash of color, a hint of emotion, or a touch of humor to your words. Be selective. A well-placed smiley or heart can brighten his day more than a barrage of icons. 5. Keeping the mystery alive. What are the secrets to keeping him intrigued without giving too much away? Maintaining mystery in your texts is like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs, intriguing enough to follow, but never revealing the whole path. It's about sharing just enough to pique his interest, while still keeping some cards close to your chest. Be enigmatic in your responses. Give him a glimpse of your day or your thoughts, but leave room for questions. This encourages him to keep the conversation going, eager to uncover more. Share fun facts about yourself in bits and pieces, like a puzzle he's excited to put together. The key is to create an air of intrigue that makes him look forward to your next message. 6. Avoiding common texting pitfalls. What texting habits might be unknowingly pushing him away? Navigating texting pitfalls is like avoiding potholes on a smooth road trip. The biggest misstep: over-texting. It's crucial to match his pace. If he sends one message, don't reply with 4. This maintains a balance and keeps you from appearing overly eager. Also, steer clear of negative or overly serious topics that can weigh down the conversation. Texting is a space for building connections, not for heavy discussions, best saved for face-to-face interactions. Another tip: avoid texting novels. Keep messages concise and to the point. Long paragraphs can be overwhelming and are better suited for in-person conversations. And finally, resist the urge to overanalyze his texts or the time he takes to respond. Your focus should be on quality interaction, not quantity. 7. Using humor to your advantage. How can a dash of humor in your texts create a deeper bond? Incorporating humor into your texts is like adding a pinch of magic to your conversation. It's about finding those moments where a witty remark or a playful joke can bring a smile to his face. Start by referencing a funny moment you both shared, or make a lighthearted comment about your day. Humor is a fantastic icebreaker and a great way to deepen your connection. Remember, the goal is to make him laugh with you, not at you. Avoid sarcasm or jokes that might be misunderstood in text form. Keep it positive and upbeat. A well-timed joke can turn an ordinary message into a memorable one, creating a bond that goes beyond words. It's about sharing a moment of joy, one text at a time. 8. The power of compliments. What types of compliments in texts make him feel special and valued? Compliments in texts should be like a rare, well-chosen spice, used sparingly but effectively. Focus on things that genuinely impress you about him. Maybe it's his wit, his way of looking at the world, or how he handles challenges. Be specific. Instead of a generic, "You're great," try, "Your passion for his interest really stands out." It shows you're paying attention. But here's the twist. Mix compliments with a bit of a challenge or a playful question. For example, after praising his taste in music, ask him to surprise you with a song recommendation. This approach not only acknowledges his strengths, but also keeps the conversation dynamic and engaging. It's about striking a balance between admiration and interaction, creating a text conversation that's both flattering and stimulating. 9. Building emotional connection. How can your texts create a sense of emotional intimacy that lasts? Building an emotional connection through texts is about creating a space where vulnerability meets curiosity. Share snippets of your life that resonate emotionally, like a meaningful experience or a personal achievement, and encourage him to do the same. It's about opening doors to your world and inviting him in. Ask open-ended questions that require more than a yes or no answer. Questions that tap into his feelings or opinions. This not only shows your interest in his inner world, but also gives him the opportunity to express himself. It's important to be a good listener. Acknowledge his responses and build on them. Your texts should feel like a cozy, intimate conversation over coffee, where each message brings you a step closer, weaving a tapestry of shared experiences and emotions. 10. Knowing when to move beyond texts. How do you know it's time to transition from texting to something more serious? Knowing when to transition from texting to deepening your relationship is key. Observe the evolution of your conversations. When you start sharing more personal stories, dreams, and values, it's a sign you're both ready for the next step. Look for cues in his responses. Is he opening up, sharing more about his life, his thoughts, his day-to-day? If there's a mutual eagerness to continue conversations beyond the digital realm, it's a green light. Suggest a casual meetup in a comfortable, relaxed setting. This could be a coffee date, or a walk in the park. Check out this playlist of the top 10 videos on relationship advice for women, and we'll see you in the next video with love.